Hi, welcome to the new episode of our K1 visa journey. Today, I just had my interview, which is October 22 of 2019. So my auntie and I just got back here in the hotel, to after the interview, and glory to God, I got a good news here in front of me. Ta-da! Okay, well, the reason why I'm making this video because I knew that there's a lot of I just know that there's a lot of K1 visa applicants who are really curious of what exactly happened during the what is exactly happening during your US visa interview. So I will give you a a preview of what it's like. So first, my visa interview schedule was actually scheduled 7:15, but my auntie and I got there I think 5:30 something, just to make sure that I can get it done as soon as possible. So first, there's a guard in there who would call those applicants on their designated time, and we waited until the guard called us, the 7:15 a.m. Applicants, and right after that we proceed to the next security. There you will be they will check your bag, and they will ask you to leave all your electronics, gadgets, and everything. So tip, do not bring even your charger or your power bank, because they would ask you to go back again to hand it over to someone, and also to if you don't have someone with you, you will be forced to throw it out, because they won't let you go out. They won't let you get in the U.S. embassy facility. And then we there's this one girl in there who was who gave us this a Ziploc baggie, so where you can put your passport, the front page of your passport, the bio page. And then next is there is this ladies as well, who would put a barcode on your DS-160, because they will ask you to take the DS-160. So two requirements that they ask the moment you get inside: the passport and the DS-160. And then after that, you will proceed to the screening area. So there's this X-ray machine there, just like the one in the airport. So I suggest, one of the tips to make things faster for you is to avoid bringing handbags. After all you need is your papers. So I myself, I just brought this one with me without any bags. This is where I put all my documents. And yeah, it's easier, and you can pass the X-ray machine faster if you don't have any purse or handbags. And then after that, they will ask you to proceed to the door two. So I went to door two, and there's another a series of screening, X-ray machine screening you over and see what you got inside. And then after that, you will proceed to the chairs where there's A, B, C that is located in the barcode that they put on your right side of your DS-160 near the entrance. So yeah, you will proceed there. In my case, I was on letter B, so I sat in there and then waited for the pre-screening to get started. So yeah, the pre-screening, there's a pre-screening interview, and then there's they are Filipino consul. And in my case, I went to the certain lady, and the requirements that she asked for me first is my passport, and then your DS-160. And then she asked me if I have experience working abroad. So I said, yes, ma'am. And then she asked me for, okay, here are the documents that she asked. It's a DS-160, passport, your NBI clearance, your SENOMAR, your birth certificate, your police clearance if ever you went abroad more than 6 months. And then what else? So yeah, those are the questions that those are the papers that she asked me. And then like she said that, oh, I got nervous when she told me that you did not put your previous job abroad on your DS-160. And I was like, well, ma'am, as far as I could remember, when I filled out the DS-160, it was only asking me what's my job 6 months ago. So I work as a customer service representative, and that's the only job that I put in there, since it was only asking for the 6 months job that I have, and prior to my interview. So I think the best or the right thing to do is to put all the jobs that you have experienced, because she was busting my chops. She was even telling me that you might redo all of this. The U.S. Consul might ask you to redo this DS-160, and oh my gosh, just to think of how stressful it is. Filling up the DS-160 is a lot, because I think it's more than 20 pages to fill up it online. There's a lot of questions in there, and then right after that, I really got nervous when she told me that I might redo my DS-160. But I all I could do at that time is to pray that like everything is under God's control, and there's nothing I can do if I will be denied or whatever, because after all, let His will be done. And but what I did is I said, Lord, right after I finished this pre-screening, I seated again to the, in those chairs located in the same area, and then we waited for the American consul to open the windows and start conducting the interview. And I was really anxious, nervous. I don't know what to say. I was thinking of the money that my fiance had already spent throughout this process, and at the same time, the effort, the time of coming to Manila just to go through all this processing. And then after that, like I think we waited for quite some time. It was like 20 minutes waiting period before the American consul opened their windows. And I was really, when I was already falling in line, I was like trying to convince myself that like this is all under God's hands, and at the end of the day, there's nothing you can do. If it's not for you, it's not for you. So I was just declaring that, Lord, I am your daughter, I am highly favored, and I bind all the powers, principalities of darkness, and assignments of the enemies against me, and that no one could hinder me in this interview. And I was like telling God that, remember the struggles, Lord. Remember me. Remember the the struggles that my fiance and I had went through just to get to this day. And I was just praying and praying while watching those other girls who receiving their pamphlets. And I was praying that, oh, I just hope there's a certain guy at the doors, I think at window 62 or 63. I was like, oh, he seemed to be nice, he seemed to be giving everyone like the pamphlets. So I was praying that I will go there. So yeah, when it was my time, he asked me, okay, what's your name? He asked me to raise my right hand and to swear that I will be telling them the truth. So I said, yes, sir. And then he will ask you to, oh, one thing I missed out is after the pre-screening, you will go ahead to window 51 and 52 for the fingerprinting scanning. So they will ask you to do the finger scanning, 4 fingers left and 4 fingers right, and then 2 thumbs together. And the secret for that, in order to avoid like missing it out, is to press it hard so that you won't repeat over and over again. So okay, after the first pre-screening, and then the biometric, and then the final interview. So during my final interview, he only asked me for my DS-160, and then the first question is your complete name, your fiance's name, your birthday, your fiance's birthday, and and then after that, after I said that, he was looking at the screen and checking everything. I don't know what he was checking there, but he was checking something in the screen, and then he gave me these 2 pamphlets, and I felt a 50% relief at that time because they said that once you receive this pamphlets you're good to go. And after that, he asked me more questions such as, what's your plan after getting to the US. I said I plan to get married as soon as possible. And then he asked me, after you get married, what's your plan? I said, well, I really plan to have kids because I'm already 30 years old. And he seemed to be, like, oh, because I was straightforward with the answers, with my answers. And then he proceeded to asking me what's my fiance's job, and his address. So I gave him a complete address, and then he said, "Okay, I think." And then the last questions, I think it was, he asked me what's my, if I traveled abroad, and what's my job. I have to describe what's my job. So I told him everything, and after that he told me, "Okay, I will be approving your visa. You have to read this and read the pamphlet, and then you will be calling the customer service in order to make sure that you got the visa packet delivery address correctly." So yeah, so far that's my, like, how I feel. It took a while to sink in everything that is happening. I mean, like, all I could do is, like, shed some tears because I couldn't put any words of how thankful I am unto God for his faithfulness in my life. He indeed, he is faithful even when we are faithless. He remains faithful even in the midst of our, shortcoming and shortfall. And I just couldn't help but, like, thank God. I know that thanking him is not enough for allowing me to overcome this challenge. And right now I will just be waiting for my visa to be delivered to me, and after that I will be buying my ticket very soon. So again, guys, if you have any questions, okay, regarding the documents that I brought, because during my final interview they did not ask me any papers. I actually spent thousands of pesos just to print photos, pictures, and then evidence of relationship, and then as well as the form 134. They did not ask me for that. And oh, one thing that I forgot is they will be asking you for your medical as well and your visa receipt during your pre-screening. Okay, so if you have any questions, you can ask me, and I would be more than willing to help you out with your journey, because I definitely know how stressful it can be. So I hope that you will have a great day, and that to those who will have their interview soon, like, just be confident and try to stay calm as much as possible, and at the same time answer questions, like, straightforward. No need to put some flowery or ad libs in there, just a straightforward answer, and you have nothing to worry as long as you are telling the truth. And like, if you give them a genuine answer, they would definitely appreciate it. You could tell in their facial expression. So again, I hope that you will have your visa approval as well, and I have a great day, and God bless you.